Hey everyone, I'm making this video, basically just to tell you guys because I haven't made a video in a really long time, um, that because like my events, they're so complicated, I've been, well, not really as complicated, but because there's so many different types and everything, I've had to think through and like plan everything out, and I've been gone like this whole weekend. I had a 4-day weekend from school, and I sat there, and I have a notebook, and I'm actually going to get it. Um, I have a notebook that I was using the whole weekend, and I have like 7 pages. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, six. I have 6 pages of things that I basically just wrote down. No, that's probably Chris. I wrote down everything that I thought of that I could probably use to help me program the events, and just I don't know. Okay, I wrote down maps on how I'm going to use inheritance and stuff for all my classes and everything. Oh, my my last video that I made where it had like basically one massive event class. I decided that that would be really bad programming because it would just be one massive class and there's lots of unused variables and stuff. I decided to use the oriented approach and write a whole bunch of classes. And let me open up Code Blocks level editor. Um, yeah, this is main, bullet event, explosion event, move event, noise event, rotate event, spawn event, and then there's event. And then I even have, it's a header of events, and I just included my events, and it has all my events included. I was going to do that, and I got most of them done. I just needed to implement it in this, which if you guys want to see, I'll run this really quick. Let me get rid of my other game. Okay. I changed sprite to human. You can move the human around, X, Y, image, and playable. I made it playable so that if you want to actually play this character, you type in 1, and it says it down here. I tried pointing at it with my finger. Doesn't work. Type in 1, that means true. It'll change it to true, so that's the player that you'd be controlling. You can put the X as 100. It changes the X to 100. Y 250. Put it down there. So I added that. Whoa. Bug. Alright. That's not letting me click out of it. I don't know. There's bugs, I guess. And then for my events and stuff, it says what type of event should it be, move entity. There's all that stuff. You type in 0 for move, and then it says what should trigger the event, and the position, entity, death, sound stopped, frame. I started working on this, and then I realized that because like all of these like strings and stuff, they're all saved as a variable type on like what it should be, and then in another part of the um, like this is update string, right here, update event texts. Right now, those two things that you saw were the only ones that I had programmed, because this is when I realized it's saved in my variable. It's an integer d, and basically it's when it's 0, it says what type of event should it be. It's a brand new event. And then for 1, it should say what triggers the event. And then if you put in position, it jumps to like D2. If you put in entity death, it jumps to like D3 or 4. And then it just gets really, oh man. Your position. I think it's right. There. No. Right there. Okay. It like, because the D's, they got so complicated. That's one of the notes inside my book that I was planning on. I was going to try to organize those and see if I can get most of them done on paper and everything, and then after that I would um after getting them down on paper, sorry, I would actually just write them or program them on here. But then after a while, I started realizing that it would get really, really complicated, and I just kind of decided that I was going to hard code everything into my main class. Or not my main class, my actual other program. I just want to save changes. So I'm going to go to my untitled game, and I'm just going to basically hard code all of my levels into this as of right now. It's so slow. 27, 23, 25. It's cold outside. But yeah, because I figured that's going to be the easiest part for right now is just hard coding it onto there. Because my event, like my level editor, is becoming really complicated, and I'm trying to find ways that I'd be able to make events on there without making it really complicated. And I kind of looked at some other level editors and stuff like that, and there are events and stuff on there. Whenever I see other level editors and they have events, sometimes they're really complicated and sometimes glitchy. And I don't want my level editor to be like that. I want it so that when I make events, they work. And another thing that I saw that a lot of people do is they have like scripting, like they have their own scripting languages. And I thought that might be kind of cool, but because like then you'd be able to just like write your own scripts for your events and your levels and stuff. And there'd be like certain keywords that my scripting language thing, I'd have to make my own, and I'd have it like look for stuff. And I was kind of looking into that a little bit. I might try doing that at a later time. But as of right now, because I really want to get development on my engine and everything, my actual game, I want to actually get some of my engine done. So when I press play and I press new, okay, this is just testing my level editor or my events. I want to sorry. I want to get actually programming into the physics and running around and shooting and moving around and stuff. So I think I'm just going to have a really simple right now where basically it's just going to be a really flat land, and then I'll add more stuff to it later on, just kind of slowly, and then I'll eventually get back to my level editor because I need to actually find some way that I'll be able to actually make my levels and stuff. So thanks for everyone who has subscribed so far. My last videos have kind of become obsolete, I guess, because that project right now is going to become put on hold until I can find a suitable way of doing it. If you guys think there's a cool idea that I either didn't mention, or if you like one of my ideas, like a scripting language or something like that, tell me in the comments below, and I'll definitely look into it a little bit more. But I just kind of want to start working on this. So thanks for watching. Bye.